opportunity. No sacrifice. Shalom, shalom, y'all surrounding. Hebrew Israelites talks Oklahoma. Once again, I heard the prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great. First things first, give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakadash, with the competitive Rubutan, connected to the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honor to the apostle elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, sister, brothers, and truth. Shalom to brothers and sisters that's listening and studying for themselves. Prove. Come to talk today, y'all, Sharala. We see right now, Yahweh Shah's putting everybody in their lots. And like you can see, the sedition of men about to gear up. What's happening now? I'm seeing the greatest division of people I've ever seen in my life ever. I'm talking about you got different groups over here, different groups over there, and they're all getting riled up because they're going to fight one another. And the division is deep. Like your so-called, well, Salaki, they're not so-called, your conservative Republicans and your liberal Democrats, it's like they're at the extreme odds right now. If you're a conservative, you're a super conservative. If you're a liberal, you're a super liberal. And because they're, opposite ends, it's getting so bad, you can see they about to bang. They're going to like tuck their little tie in, put their paperwork in their briefcase, and they about to bang. Then you got alphabet agenda, you got Trump supporters. They get aggravated. They trying to put more and more cases on Trump, so they getting all riled up. Billy Ray, Jim Bob, all of that. Then you look on the flip side, you got alphabet agenda, and they so much in their pride, they market talking about we're here, we're queer, we're coming for your children. That's war talk right there, and they're getting worse. Other group is getting worse, and we all know this gonna end, man. They're gonna end up clashing and fighting each other, which the elite Edomites will take advantage of that by establishing, which they're creating it, chaos. Every time I look at my news feed, trying to put a new case on Trump, I'm like, damn, how many new case you gonna get, dude? And that gives the Edomites, like I said, the patriotic Edomites, they come to work. They trying to get my dude. They trying to get him. As I say, Trump is a whole card right now. He's a whole card. They can do something to Trump, say a Hebrew Israelite did it. Hey, we instantly in war right then and there. They looking to bang on somebody. Alphabet agenda, I'm looking at them. Alphabet agenda, they so good right now. They showing they butt. You got Transformers talking about beating up on biological women because they say you're not the gatekeeper of women just because you have a period in the birth. I'm like, yes, she is. What are you talking about? You don't have those. And they told them angry and mad, you put a Transformer in the room with Keisha, they going to fight. And Keisha going to get messed up because, hey, dude is a man. He look like a bride, but at the end of the day, he's a man.
What's that chick that got beat down in Mexico with Consuelo Robinson?
Yeah.
That was pretty much the woman was. That was the trainer that beat her down like that.
That's why she died.
Yeah.
Okay. It makes sense now. I remember that story. So they about to clash and fight, man. And there's more divisions. There's a lot of division in Israel. Man, I looked at IUIC. They now trying to say we ain't Hebrew. Like, they waxing words. There's a lot of division. We say the MOTB is the micro CHIP. You got a lot of camps say, no, it's not. And they're waxing words. Sakari got a whole school to learn precepts. They waxing words. They got a Sakari University.
Yeah,
horrible, man.
They planting in America. They get Babylon the Great right there.
Mm-hmm. So the division in Israel is great. Imagine the world. And the division in the world is looking crazy. I'm like, you got groups emerge. You like, that's a group? That's a thing? What is that? And they coming in angry too. Like, this is who we are. This is all right. If you don't like it, speak to my AR-15. So sedition of men will be initiated. It's going to be a lot of bloodshed, which Esau wants that. The purge effect. That's why California now has the purge laws like Chicago. All it takes is a phone call. They're already in place on the books. All they got to do is say, hey, we implement it. And it's a go. Everybody going to be able to fulfill their bloodlust. And see, what Jake don't know, the truth is so valuable for us is that we're holy. We're separate. We're not going to get out there. I got to fight for America. I got to fight for the Constitution. Out there with Esau banging up. Esau might get, irritated because they can't hit nobody. And they just go to a rally and then you strung up in the tree. Because you hanging with descendants of KKK and Aryan Nation. They got you all juiced up. I'm fighting for the Constitution. I'm fighting for my American rights. Man, they'll go on a rally and hang Jake. And then we ain't gonna feel sorry because like you was hanging with your enemy. You know, you got caught up in the division of Kool-Aid. Then you got a lot of Jakes that say alphabet agenda. They ain't gonna be fighting. You know, we're not supposed to get caught up in it. We're called to be holy, separate. You know, we're supposed to be away from that. And all this getting cooked up because that's the spirit of Yahweh. He wants division. He's separating. He wants his hopeful elect far away from a 2/3 bug out. You know? You got to open the precept out?
Yeah. Get Matthew 10 and 36, 34. Matthew 10. And it reads, think not that I come to send peace on earth. I come not to send peace, but a sword.
Ooh, you hear that? Think not that I come to send peace, but a sword. And see, the main rally cry of Pledge of Christianity is that we all going to unify. Unity, unity, unity. When you read the scriptures, you find out that this book is not about unity. It's about separation. And Yahushua has made that declaration, his words right there. He said, think not that I come to send peace. Pledge of Christianity make you think that's what he's coming to do. Give out hugs, hand out bonbons and kisses. I'm going to love everybody. They can say what they come as you are, spirit. You know, all alphabet agenda going to come together. Right-wing Trump supporters, everybody come together under the banner of Jesus Christ. That's Pledge of Christianity. Scriptures is totally against that. When you read the word, it's that precept right there. Yahushua said, think not that I come to send peace. Which means when he come back, the world's going to be in utter chaos. He said, I come to bring a sword. A sword means division. You destroy things with a sword. When you use a sword, you put things in pieces, you know. They might come across your waist. You in 2 pieces. You might go head lopped off, arm lopped off. You in pieces.
I'm about to read the verse down, 35. It says, for I come to set a man at variance against his father, and his daughter against his mother, and the daughter-in-law against the mother-in-law, and a man's foe shall be of his own household.
Oh, you hear that? A man's foe should be of his own household. So the division is going to be so deep that in your own house, you got to fight with your enemies, man. Your enemies going to puff up at you in your own household. You might be in your house chilling. You might get into it with your wife, the children. Like that scripture said right there. Father and son ain't going to get along. That's supposed to be a strong bond right there. You know, the son might hate his father. The father hate his son. Paying all this child support. I hate your mother. So now the hate go to you. That's the division. The division going to be so great that households are going to be divided. And we seen an example of that during the 1-9 situation. That caused great division. You got people like, if you got the juice, I ain't got the juice. If you ain't got the juice, you can't come to my house. Or my house got juice. So if you ain't got the juice, don't come over here. That created division. You know, a lot of people, and the government was saying, like, if you don't drink some juice, then you wicked. You destroying people, you no good. Like, they bully people into getting it. Sarah, that might isolate. You can't go to your family because you ain't got the juice. And they all with the juice. And you ain't putting the mask on. They got the mask on. They're going to bring that back too. And that's division right there. That's it. Some of us believe in that situation. Some of us don't. Most do believe in it. Some don't. And I've been hearing people at my job, they like, yeah, I can't go to my parents' house, man. I didn't get that juice. I'm like, dang, man, is that bad? Yeah, I can't go to my aunt. You got to have the juice to go over there. That's division, man. And then, like, Esau especially wants that in the nation of Israel because we already got division. You got some Jake, like, you got division within Jake on the hood level. This group might be Hoover Crip. This group is Blood. Their neighborhoods. This group right here is Vice Lords, and they don't even get along. They different. Blood say, I'm selling over here doing it like this. Crip say, we over here, we doing it like this. And if you go in the wrong area, they going to bang on you. That's division. Now, Esau, his greatest asset back in the day was that Edomites were unified in the hatred of the children of Israel. They were unified in that. That's why Esau's able to do what he do. I notice now, the spirit of Yahushua is kicking up so hard that even Esau is now divided. That's something I never seen when I was coming up. Usually Esau and Cole would come up against Jake, but now they all like, I believe in liberal Democrat. I'm Joe Biden. The other side, like, I'm over Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? Now you see more Edomites bang than we do. Some Edomites is for alphabet agenda, some is not. Some is for feminism, some is not. That's creating a big division. The feminism right there. You know, you got a lot of women still carrying that torch of feminism. You got some like, I'm gonna be a feminine woman. I ain't gonna champion that feminism stuff, man. Y'all ain't gonna have me out there like that. And they gonna bang. So what I'm saying, like, it's even division in, like, Esau's so crazy, even your sexual orientation. It used to be this is male and female. You know, you buy you this. Now they said they got what 30 different genders.
Yeah.
30 different sexualities. Pansexual. I'm animatosexual.
6 woman, all that bullshit.
I'm Lego sexual. Toy sexual. I'm attracted to toys. They just making up stuff now.
Yeah.
There's more division. You know, like it's so bad that grown people don't know what restroom to go to in Babylon the Great. You know, you got 3 bathrooms now. You got male, female, and you got the family restroom. You know, that's something new. That's new in this day and age. They didn't have that back in the day. You male or female. Now they can make a family restroom because you know, dude might not want to send his daughter to the restroom and a dude go in there. You know, he just got a wig on his head. He got a whole rod. Some dudes, I think, claim to be LG. You know, the alphabet agenda just to go in a woman's bathroom and assault her. Because they can do. They still got their rod. They just put a wig on. Identify as a woman, and they like predators. So they all, oh shit, I seen her go in the restroom. You know, we can't go in. You might have a young daughter, she go in there. Man, dude, go in there and get her, man.
So some of them trying to commit a crime and go to a female prison.
Khan, Young Thug,
Yeah.
said that.
Yeah.
You know, jokingly, he said he was gonna trans so he go to a woman prison. I'm like, and he was really saying that's how he feel, but he was using it as a cover. So I'm saying it's division everywhere, man. You know, you gotta think twice before you send your little girl into the restroom. Dude might go off in there. And then say if I feel like tell dude like, nah, you can't go in the rest of my daughter in there. He'll say I'm offending his alphabet agenda rights, and we might fight right there on the block over that. He's like, I'm a woman. How dare you say I ain't a woman? You know, we might have to block. I'm like, you ain't going in the restroom with my daughter. You know, and the judge gonna look at like what I did is wickedness. What he did is righteousness.
It's a hate crime.
Yeah, I get hit for a hate, and that's a heavy burden, a hate crime. That's a whole strong felony.
That's a devil.
Yeah, this for defending, you know, righteousness. That's where we at right now. And the alphabet agenda, they done use Jake to get where they need to go. I notice now that they got it, now they bucking up to Jake.
Yeah, they use that Black Lives Matter movement just to get what they need. Yeah.
And that's division. Like, how can I be in Black Lives Matter? I'm riding, you know, we black. I'm a man. I'm tearing stuff up, and then you got them. Yeah, we fighting for we being black. Then the dude come behind me, sweeter than a peach cobbler pie. We fight for alphabet agenda too. You fight for my right too, Tyrone. You tear stuff up for me, and I'm supposed to fight with this dude. Come over and turn something up. Here go Momo. He tearing stuff up too. He like after the ride, me and you. You know, and I'm looking like I can't stand with that. That's first of all, I ain't black. That's division. Like we call ourselves Hebrew Israelites. The world of Jake might say, nah, you ain't. You black.
Right.
I'm like, nah, I ain't black. So then we banging over that. We banging over nationality. He over black. He a nigga. I'm a Hebrew Israelite. I hate Hebrew Israelites. Y'all think y'all all that. Y'all ain't from God. Jesus love everybody. Set me as I am. You know, you might have to fight over that. They said they come with a new Bible. They got AI write the Bible to include alphabet agenda in there. So we come with our scripture, gonna come with his. According to zero code 8333. Alphabet agenda is good. You ain't God. You know, and we might bang on that. So you gotta watch for that. Alphabet agenda, like I think I saw you earlier. The alphabet agenda people, them are some most ferocious people, man. They got a lot of demons on them.
Yeah.
So it's nothing for them to off somebody. They ain't gonna feel no type of way. He already confused. He already messed up.
It was just an incident where that transgender or something came through with the AR-15 and shot up the school.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. It was kind of like a little while ago, not too long ago. But I knew somebody alphabet agenda dude.
And then when they did, and I remember that they did the news report about that, and they called him a him, and then the alphabet agenda got a rally, and they said called him by his
Pronoun.
his code, whatever his pronoun, right? And so that's another form of division right there.
Alphabet agenda, they were standing up for him for shooting up the place.
Right.
And other Esau was mad about that.
See, that's division, man.
Like, yeah.
So because his alphabet agenda was okay for him to do that.
Yeah, I got one. Let's go back to what you were saying. You know, some division, we're ordered to stay holy. And in 2 Thessalonians 3:6, now we command you, brethren, in the name of Yahushua, that we withdraw ourselves from every brother that walketh disorderly and not after traditions which he received of us. Going back, we can't be, taking sides like how Tay was saying. You know, you can't be joining something, you fighting, and somebody else is in group and they're fighting for, the LGBT, you got to be on the same page.
That goes back to Matthew 10 and 20, 10 and 36 or 37. I get that. 10 and 37, and it says, he that loveth his father or mother more than me is not worthy of me, and he that loveth his son or daughter or more than me is not worthy of me also. So that goes back into that, because if you supposed to be a Hebrew Israelite, and you standing for something else, fighting with them, and hey, that's saying, hey, you joined with them.
Yeah.
So shit, you can't love something more than the Lord, or you're gonna get destroyed. You can't say you're an Israelite and you're over here riding around with the alphabet agenda. That's two total polar opposites.
I want to back y'all up with that one too. This is Mark chapter 3 and verse 35. And it said, "For whosoever shall do the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, the same is my brother and my sister and my mother." And see right there, and they said, "Whosoever do the will," and basically us being separate, then the ones you doing the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, that's your brother. That's who you're supposed to be basically join in with, not what the people doing on the world. So doing the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua will separate you from all of those bullshit that we got going on around in America, aka Babylon the Great.
I got another one. This is going back to what Taylor was talking about. He was saying how even these Edomites got an all-time high division against each other, and you can see it though. You can see it heavy because like a lot of these moguls, or whatever you want to call them, a lot of those are Edomites. And now you're starting to see a lot of Edomites going against the little African agenda when they was really cool with it at first.
Right.
And now they saying it's getting overboard. And now they fighting amongst each other. And then you see these politicians going at it. At first they all thought they was, they was all cool. They was on the same side of the bird. Now, a different wing with the same bird. But now they had each other throat for real. Mm-hmm. This is Matthew 12 and 26. And it says, "If Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself, right. And how shall his kingdom stand?" And just to let you know, this kingdom is about to be decimated here in a second. If Satan is going against each other, how can it stand? They fighting each other. They turn down their own kingdom.
Nah, they can't get on one accord no matter how they gonna do things. One say we're gonna put in the food, one say put in the drink. Mm-hmm. And they can't come together on one accord on that. And that's like that precept. I like that precept you pulled right there to let us know we right at the end of Esau's rulership. But like I said earlier, I've never seen Edomites that can't get along. Usually they was always unified in the hatred for us. Like they might have their differences, but they put it aside to bang on the Jake. Now they don't do that no more. They bang over how to deal with the Jake. I said string him up in a tree. I said put a bullet in his head. And they'll bang and mess each other up and forget all about the Jake they supposed to deal with. Right. They end up fighting each other. You like, I want to go tradition. I want to hang him. Yeah. Nah, I want to do it quick and just blow a bullet in his head. You scoffing at tradition. Great-great-granddad hung him. But nigga, this ain't great-great-granddad. Now we just do it quickly and keep it moving. Hey, man, you messing it up. They squabbling, Jake. Hey, he gone. They forgot about the Jake.
Yeah, matter of fact, I should have read this earlier. I should have read 25 first. I'm going to read 25. It says, "And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, if every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or household divided against himself shall not stand." So each your household is not in order. The woman thinking like the situation. It's the woman, man, and child, and you over here, you got the scriptures, and you thinking, I'm going by the scriptures. It's man, woman, then child. Hey, it ain't gonna work. That's why you're gonna see buck ups. You're gonna have fights and everything. And hey, woman can call the police on you, do anything, and you called out there.
And to elaborate even further on that very scripture, because if you actually read up a little bit in that very chapter, where this is where Yahweh actually performed a miracle, and there was a vision even in that very chapter, because they were saying that there was some people were thinking that Yahweh was performing witchcraft. You had some people were saying that Yahweh didn't perform a miracle. That's why he said, "I knew your thoughts."
Mm-hmm. It says every kingdom divided against itself. Like you said, you see America divided at an all-time high. Then America came from Great Britain, and they divided at an all-time high. So it's about to be. That's why you see World War III kicking up.
And I got another precept to back up what Tay said earlier when he said, when he mentioned the fact that when you got those alphabetic genders trying to go in the bathroom with the daughter, and then you messing around and fight, and the judge will pretty much will try to condemn you for beating up the city or the alphabet gender, try to put hate crime on you. So this is Isaiah 5:20. And it said, "Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, and they put darkness for light and light for darkness, and they put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter." You see, and it's a bitter thing to actually watch these alphabet agendas, right? But a lot of people can't call that shit sweet. Oh, that's sweet. Whenever they see them couples running around, oh, that's the sweetest thing ever. But in the eyes of Yahweh and Yahweh, that's really bitter right there, you know. And they getting all of these rights in America, aka Babylon the Great, and so everything that they're doing, they're calling it good. Just like when the Akadark mentioned earlier, when one of those alphabet agendas went and shot their school up, they didn't condemn them. They didn't get mad about the fact that he killed those kids in that elementary school. They got mad about him, about the news not calling him by his pronoun. Woe to them they call evil good and good evil. You know, and that's why this place is destined for destruction.
That's folly right there.
Man,
You ain't worried about children stuff. You worried about how you didn't get his pronoun right. They let you know what their mind says that what they value. They don't value life. I value my lifestyle
right.
over life. And you better say the right thing. Cause I done paid thousands of dollars to try to be something I can never be. And then you come to them with reality, it makes them demons get activated and they'll attack you for that. They want to live like that priestess spot on. They want to live in that lie right there, that darkness, which is a lie. Esau's lies have been peeled up so bad, the hopeful elect starting to show themselves. Like, y'all start cleaning itself up. The hopeful elect is showing itself now. And we like to see righteousness. We don't like to see wickedness. And so, us just being in that walk or being, in the stance that we're in, we automatically going to be condemned because we tell Esau that that's wrong. That's not right. That's not righteousness. And to make that stance makes you a target because alphabet agenda is co-signed by the elites. But they got a population agenda going. And alphabet agenda don't produce life. So Esau, he'll fundraise that. Like, you get paid for alphabet agenda options. You make your little page. Most of them got a lot of money. Alphabet agenda, it pays. So that's going to make it more sexier and a better lifestyle. You got the youngest coming up like, I'm going to be like, old dude on the Bud Light commercial. Like, I want to be like that. They're making it influential. You got a lot of rappers, LGBT. I never thought I'd see that. You got stud rappers. We got Momo rappers, Young Thug and them wearing dresses. I never thought I'd see that coming up.
In the closet rappers.
Yeah, they wouldn't have had that, coming up in our day. Like, we had the closet, Dre and, Snoop, they like that too. They's in the closet, but now it's like they ain't got to be in the closet. I can have a Glock in my purse and make a hit song with it. I can tell a chick to slut me out and it go viral. I can put a dress on and not lose my career. Matter of fact, it'll up my career. Lil Nas X blew up when he touched the alphabet agenda, twerking on Satan and all of that. Now it's profitable to be out there alphabet agenda.
I'm talking about that dude blew up to the point where that dude got a shoe made for him. That motherfucker got a shoe line like you Jordan or some shit.
Yeah, God. And put the satanic stuff on the shoe.
Right.
Blood in the shoe.
Yeah.
So
they got the Pusha T too. I didn't see him. It's a little schoolboy shorts. He was looking sweet as hell.
Yeah, they are sweet. I know they did a whole fingernail polish movement.
Yeah.
Drake and all that. You see that? Yeah, all that fingernail polish movement. See, and I was watching a podcast. I might put a group chat out there. One of them rappers, I don't know his name. He a new dude. He ain't popular. And he said he put the fingernail polish on. He said he took it off because his son put the fingernail polish on.
Right.
I think it's talking to the Breakfast Club. And so he was talking like, why you take it off? He said, my son put it on. And they was like, he's like, I quit doing it because I didn't want to influence my son like that. I didn't want him to put it to think it's cool. So I stopped. And they was like, that's cool for your son. They was like, what about the rest of the public that's doing it? What about them? He's like, well, I can't do nothing about that. And I'm like, see? And that right there create division. He might approve of a Jake painting his fingernails and putting on that, the Momo attire. I don't approve of it. So right there, they be like, oh, man, this dude a Bible thumper. He lame, he weak, he whack. Don't bring him over the house no more, which is cool, man. We need separation. It's not the time to be kicking it with a bunch of 2/3, being all cool. You know, Lil Ray got the powder. You know, little Timmy over there, he trans, he about to go hit the strip and make some money. We came in the congregation, we supposed to separate, man. They might get jammed up, and you gonna get fit in the mix too.
You can get in trouble with some 2/3 just having how a shot on you. Hey, like just by the way they think. Like I done got into it with people. Like they influencers died and everything, and they all sad. And they like, "Hey man, you heard about this?" Man, I'm like, "I don't care about that. Who gives a fuck?" And they like, "Nigga, why you don't like this?" Like, man, what did that have to do with me? You don't know that guy. That nigga was wicked as all hell.
I seen them when Takeoff died. They was over fight at my job about that, and I'm like, "Damn, this nigga gonna fight over dude you ain't never met, never gave you $1." I seen the old school Jake. That's what he said. What you said, I do like when Takeoff died. He's like, "Man, Takeoff died." Old school Jake, I don't give a fuck. So the little young dude got them dreads and shot the Jeebus. You know, he all like, "Nigga, you talking about me, Takeoff like that." They, you know, people had to break him up. And I'm witness all the time. Like, "Damn, this dude's gonna fight over a dude that don't care about you. You gonna lose your job, Jake? Really?"
Yeah, I done got into arguing with Kobe dying. Nigga, you don't care about Kobe, nigga. I'm like, nigga, I don't give a shit about none of that, nigga. I'm just care about these scriptures, nigga.
Exactly.
I'm worried about my life. It says, "Seek out thy own salvation with fear and trembling." I don't give a fuck about this dude. He sold out anyway.
Exactly. That's my favorite basketball player. He died. I didn't care. They didn't touch me at all. I was like, shit. He had already retired. So I'm like, he ain't nothing but an entertainer. They're entertainers, is what they are. And see what it is. They're idols. They make an idol worship.
Yeah.
Kobe was an idol. Jordan's an idol. That's why Jacob blast you over a pair of Jordans, because that's idolatry. And Jacob adopted. They don't even know they adopted it. They just know he got to get the fresh pair of J's, spend that $500. That way he can get Keisha's attention.
That's like paying their tithes.
Good ass space, like paying their tithes, man. I know when I was coming up with Drake, they had to have the fresh pair of J's. They had to have it.
They call it
wait line.
I think that was in the rap music. I seen it, but they call it death over designer.
Oh yeah, that was J. Cole said that. He coined that term.
Killing niggas with J, the death over designer. Yeah.
They just trying to prove that they love Jordan to the point to where I got all his shoes. You know, I love him more than you because you ain't got the 25s. I got the 25s in 3 colors.
Right.
You know. Yeah, I got a quick one.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, this James 3:16. For envy and strife is, there is confusion in every evil work. Like I Tay was just saying, you know, the brothers at his job, they had strife between each other over their idols, you know. And if you look deeper into them, there's a whole bunch of other things that they're doing that goes against this word.
Yeah. I got a quick one to back it up even further. This is John chapter 15, and we start at verse 18. When Al-Qadar just mentioned that, you know, when you don't give a fuck about Kobe, you know, you don't give a fuck about Takeoff dying, you know, the Jakes of the world, they get mad at you about that, right? So this is John 15 and 8, and it says, if the world hates you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. If you were of the world would love his own. And see, so the Al-Qadar would have said, man, I feel sorry for Kobe. Then they would love you for that shit, right? And so, and it said, but because ye are not of the world, so because I mentioned that I don't give a fuck about Kobe, I'm worried about my own salvation, right? And it said, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you, okay? And so when you go into that and you understand that scripture, you understand that the people of this world, the people that's a friend of this world, is going to hate you because you come in the spirit of Yahweh Yahushua, right? And so when you, reading what that James 4:4, because Yahweh Yahushua said to himself, if any man be a friend of the world, you know, it's immediately, Luke paraphrase, it's immediately against Yahweh Yahushua. Lord willing, I go get that. But that's the point right there, you know. You know, all the people of the world is going to hate you because you're separating from the world. You don't care about the same thing they care about. We care about salvation. They care about the things of the world. Folly is that great thing.
You see the world right there. You got one.
Yeah. I'll wait.
See the world right there. That's why the Yahushua said the world is talking about Esau society. You know, we're not of Esau society. We're totally against it. But yet he kept us in the world. So that right there is the enemy. That's the separation right there. And a lot of Jakes look down. It's like, how can you want something that you can't even see or even know about? See, Jake is carnal. They want to chase something about the bag. If we talk about money and wickedness and they idols, they cool with that. That's all here, tangible. You can see it. We talking about something you can't see, and they look at us like we a fool. Like
that's because that's that faith right there. That Hebrews 11:1, when it said faith is the substance of things hoped for, evidence of things not seen. Mm-hmm. And see, so and it's easier for us to have faith because I say this all the time. Like we can't see the wind blowing, but we know it's there. We see them we see them trees, going back and forth. We like, oh, that's the wind. That's how about me outside doing that. And that's how you. That's the type of faith you gotta have. That's the mindset you gotta have when it comes to this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding.
Yeah, I got Proverbs 28 and 25 to back everything that y'all just said. He that is of a proud heart stirreth up strife, but he that putteth his trust in the Lord shall be fat. Like he was saying, when he had the issue with it when Kobe died, he didn't get on that pity party with them. And stayed, kept his eyes single on the truth, and hopefully he's gonna be made fat. He wanted to hopefully let.
As the scripture said, man, my servant, behold, my first servant shall eat, and you shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, and you shall be thirsty.
Isaiah chapter 65, correct. That's why we serve a different God than the world do. They serve Jesus Christ, or whatever money idol that's the big thing right now. We serve Yahweh Bashiach Shai. So that right there creates division. I can't, be with a 2/3. We bow all the way like that. At some point, we're going to deviate. Because he got to go get them Jordans. He got to go out to Black Lives Matter riots. He got to go, do something in the world. And me, we not doing stuff with the world. We doing what's in the scriptures. I got to go do the high holy days. I might want to keep my Shabbat, this day. I might want to read me some scriptures. But 2/3 Jake can't stand reading scriptures. I done heard Jake tell me that's the most boring thing in the world, reading scriptures. I'm like, man, you crazy, man. This is where all the wisdom not to understand it is. I ain't reading no Bible. That book written by a man, it's faulty. They come with all kind of excuses or why not to be righteous.
And that's the reason why you can't. That's why when people say that, that's how you know Yahweh me outside not dealing with it. Yahweh me outside said he give his grace unto the humble. And basically, in the proud, it basically will perish. As was it Proverbs? It's in the book of Proverbs where it said, "Pride goes before destruction, and the haughty spirit before a fall." And that's great pride when you can't sit down and humble yourself to read the words of Yahweh Shah, man.
And this world, this kingdom was built on pride. It's all about iPhone, yourself. Success is getting that bag by any means necessary. Right. It don't matter whose life you got to take out or what crime you do. Get the bag. That's the prime objective. You got the bag, you good. And we think about a different bag. We think about the kingdom of Yahweh Shah, the true riches. So that means, hey, we won't dwell on a higher playing field. Say, well, it's supposed to say, well, your heart is, so is your treasure.
I got to get it for you, right?
Yeah, I said, you already, I already know it works. So,
I like that one that say, if you desire thrones and scepters.
I like that one too. I like that one too. Yeah, we get it. I like that one too. So we think about the kingdom of heaven. We think about righteousness. We want to see a kingdom where, clean water, clean air, clean food, no alphabet agenda, Yashra on top. We thinking about things like that. That's on our mindset. We looking past the bag of this world or some dollar bills with the devil's face on it. The 2/3 can't do that. Everything is about the bag. Everything is about the money. Because they lack total spirituality. They have no faith. So we speak to them and bring to them is foolishness to them. You like, Negro, this ain't no car. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no big money cash. Nigga, use a lane. Yeah. Nigga, that stuff.
This ain't no scheme to get some money. Nigga, what?
I'm out of here. Yeah, you whack. You lame, you whack, you stupid. They tell you, like, I know that the world governs intelligence based on how much money you got. And I'm like, that's off, man. Some of the dumbest people got the most money.
Hey, that DMX spirit. That book ain't shit.
God.
Book fucking your head up.
God, can't eat no book. And I know we eat the roll. Yes, you can. It gives you wisdom not to understand. They say it's so beyond their comprehension. And see, we ponder the kingdom of heaven. That's a high, you gotta have a high mindset to think like that. Jake's, like I said, the elevator don't go all the way up. Jake on a low vibration, man. Jake thinking about instant gratification. That's why they call it a microwave society. Right. It's gotta be instant. I need instant millions. That's what Ox said. They want to scam somebody. A lot of wicked Jakes, what they call it, hitting licks. I'm about to hit a lick. I'm gonna hit a lick, cuz he ain't about to work grind nothing now. He want to go see another Jake, hit him over the head, take his money so he can instantly be the man on the block. I instantly got the powder. I instantly got hood rat.
That precept with that Isaiah, you quote it all the time. My people perish for lack of knowledge.
Hosea 4:6.
Yeah, because that have exactly what they wise to do evil,
Mm-hmm.
to do good. They have no knowledge. So Luke paraphrase.
Mm-hmm. And growing up on the north side of Tulsa, I can definitely feel that because you go to your average Jake out north, I crack up all the time. Cause I call it north side nigga logic.
Yeah,
and that's usually what you get. Jake can tell you, hey, Jake can tell you how to cook the crack, how to hit a lick, how to pimp out some chicks. Hey, Jake is an expert, you know, to tell you how to do some little wickedness,
wise
you know.
to do evil. Boy.
Yeah, and he learned it from Esau. So I said most of my family, my uncles, man, like I can't really go to them for advice because it's always gonna be some north side nigga logic. And I'm like, I'm off there right now. Like, that doesn't profit you none. That'll send you to jail. I be looking at them like, Negro, didn't you just do 15 years in the jail and now you telling me to go do it? And it's more surveillance now? Like, thank the Lord I'm higher and more intelligent, but they tell the youngest, like, hey, get that bag, young nigga, sell that dope. And like, I'm like, it didn't go good for you.
Man, them old cool Jakes that used to steal cable back in the day.
Yeah. Let's send it to you. You got one up.
Yeah, this is Mark 9:34. But they held their peace, for by the way they had disputed among themselves who should be the greatest. That goes back to what y'all was saying. You know, a lot of these people, they in competition on who can worship their fake idols the most.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's basically what's driving them. You know, that's what their whole life is about.
Hey, this world is built on a competitive spirit. That's why I like Michael Jordan so much. It's all about win, 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 win. You know, no matter what the cost, you got to win. The chicks look, I gotta have a bigger butt and some bigger breasts in that chick right there. She go get BBL like we talking about for open camp, looking all ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know, butt all big like this, chest big, little bitty waist and leg like she about to fall over. You gotta learn to walk again.
Yeah.
That's because she trying to compete with every other Keisha out here, and it leads you into folly.
They once had a perfect body, now they got an oddie body.
Yeah, because she trying to be better than Cardi B and Megan the Man.
Right.
You know, she trying to outdo that. And then Jake, they be trying to outdo each other in their wickedness too, man. Jake trying to have a bigger sack, more drugs, more little niggas under him.
Big ass wheels and thin ass tires.
Yeah, the biggest round, they fighting over that. That's why they said their tire got all thin.
Yeah.
First, remember, it was 20s, then 22, 24, 26s.
All the way up to 28.
Yeah, 32.
32.
Yeah, they got 32s. You got custom man, they say got a little rubber band tire. I'm like, so you here, and you can't rock that here in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Oh, nah.
Hey, your rim go crack, man. We got the raggedy streets, I think, in Babylon the Great. Ride up some 32s you want to. Hit a pothole. Hey, rim gone. You instantly out of 10 racks. $10,000.
I done fucked up with these 3 brands of 24s. You know, they doing some dumb shit.
God. That's say you can't. That's it. But Jake want to outdo each other. So it might be up to 34s, 36s by now. This ridiculousness. You know? It's competitive. And then, like Esau, he tells you that's good. Like when you're in sales, I worked a sales job before. They want you to be competitive. They want you to be greedy. They told me when I was working in sales, he said, greed is good. You know, Edomite told me, I'm like, boy, goddamn. I ain't in the truth yet. I'm like, this dude ain't right.
That sound like a movie.
Yeah, hey, man, hey, dude had a Wolf of Wall Street mentality. The Edomite, I used to sell, home phone service in Southwestern Bell. We had landlines. I look back at that like you can't even get a landline now. This back 2005. You know, I wish I knew what I knew now. It kept me a landline. I don't wonder do they even still work?
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
So basically, I was selling home phone service, and they'll bring a Edomite in from a corporate or another division. He'll come in and talk to us like a sit down. Hey, that's some proud Edomites. Yeah, like a seminar. So we go out, the Edomite come in with a suit. Greed is good. You need to be greedy. Hey, you got to eat the other man's lunch. How bad do you want it? Do you want it? Tell me you want it. Everybody there, I want it. Yeah. They all riled up. And I like, Esau just juiced everybody up to be wicked, man.
Motivation sticks.
Yeah, that's what he was. They bring an
your
Edomite.
Pumped up.
Yeah, they bring an Edomite. And he come in talking about, what you need to do. And all the stuff is about greed. So I see Esau breeds that. And like the preacher you read earlier, they breeds competition, covetousness. I gotta outdo this dude. Like that started the division at the job. Cause everybody like, oh, you think you can stuff takes, you got 8 sales. I'm gonna outdo you next week. We over banging over who go get the most sales. He don't know. I'm just doing what I need to do to get my paycheck right. I ain't trying to compete with you. But he trying to compete. He tried to be so bad. Where you go? How'd you get it?
And mess around and mess up your cell or try to steal your cell, do anything.
Yeah, he
Get
all mad.
underhanded with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's
it's
why
a
you're
bunch
not
of
supposed to
division.
covet other people's stuff.
They
Right.
trying to undercut the general manager. I'm gonna take his spot.
And I experienced that at an early age, man. Cause you remember when we was at Hawthorne where cause they used to have us write down the definition. And
Yeah.
whenever we had the homework, I had a Jake that tried to sabotage me, man. Stole my homework, man.
You know what I'm saying? That's that competitive, man. They
Yeah.
Oh, we got division Israel just based on skin color.
Yeah.
You got dark skinned Jakes, light skinned. I had a lot of Jakes tell me they don't like me because I'm light skinned. I'm like, dang, we both Jakes. Police gonna light us both up, dummy.
I didn't learn that till late in life.
And
It
the
blew
odds
me
of he
away
might
Yeah.
when I found that out, man.
That's crazy. I'm like, man, we both Jakes, man. We both oppressed. We both poor, but they all like comparing. They come from Esau, comparing skin color. Oh, he think he the stuff. He
that-
light skinned.
that
Nah,
Willie
we
Lynch
dark
syndrome.
skinned over here. Yeah, hey, that's real.
Yeah.
That's it. Esau put division like in the spirit of Yahshua.
Man.
Through the Willie Lynch era.
Through that Willie Lynch.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Willie Lynch syndrome, that Willie Lynch letter.
It's still going.
Yeah,
Still going.
Yeah.
You got Jakes like, nah, man, I don't like that nigga. He light skinned.
It's
Or
the-
old Jake hating on young Jake. Women fighting with the man. Like we
man,
our
that,
unity is toe up.
hey, even to the point where you got the coon ass Jake that'll tell you that the Willie Lynch letter never happened. They'd be like that letter was fake. That never happened. You know, it's just like, okay, so are you saying anything inside that letter that it don't affect our community? What's the sense? What's the point of saying that shit, man? But that caused division right there. Cause these are the same Jake that'll say that the Willie Lynch letter is fake would be the same one that says that slavery never happened. We would not brought here on boat. That's another form of division.
No racism.
Yeah.
I had that in my job. It was division. Because he believed in planted Christianity. I believe in the truth. So I'm doing my work. He trying to get me on sweet baby Jesus. I'm trying to tell this Jake, like, dude, I done balled that up, did a step back through that in the trash. Bro, you wasting your time. Matter of fact, let me give you something and leave me alone. He read it. And like, man, you kind of feel bad for him, but then you don't. Because he was all trying to look through, trying to cut up what I gave him. So he on his phone, because I done hit him with something so cold. I think he went in the restroom and cried. You know, I get that Romans 11:1. He say everybody can make. I said that's not true. You know, he kept harassing me so much I had to give him a precept to cut him. Dude then went to the restroom. Like, he in the phone looking vigorously to cut it. And the only thing he come up with was John 3:16, which I took him to John chapter 4. Salvation only for the Jews. And it's like nothing he could do. And the day he said, I got to read my Bible some more. It got so bad that, because he heard about the Hebrew Israelite movement.
Oh, yeah.
And his thing was, we don't need to be hating white people. So he was getting mad because I'm cold in my stance.
And it's mighty funny how they
We
go
arguing.
to that. We never bring up skin color. They always bring that shit up. We always say it's salvation for the nation of Israel.
Yep.
Ain't got shit to do with skin color. It's them that always bring up that skin color bullshit, man. We know that Israel was scattered through all the nations. We know that by reading the scripture. And we know that shit. So why are you bringing up skin color? That's the point right there.
And I gave him a per example when I brought up Drake's son. They messed him up. I'm like, there it go. I can't tell Drake's son that he's not an Israelite.
Right.
He is. You go look at Drake's daddy, he darker than me. So it only takes 2 generations to lose your melanin.
Mm-hmm.
So I told him it's about a nation. He hated that. He like, no, it's not about no nation. It's about Jesus. Anybody can. He tried to set me down. He came to me with that Joel Osteen stuff, man.
Right.
Y'all look me like, that man right there.
Yeah.
If he come to Jesus, he could be saved. Yeah, you know me. I'm saying drilling my drill. No, he can't. No, he can't. And they was just tearing him up. It's eating up alive. He all like, you need to get off that, man. You a good brother. Don't have that hatred in your heart. I don't want to see you go out like that. I'm looking like, bro, I'm good, man. I know prophecy, I'm good. And I'm just, all cool. I'm just doing my job. Hey, he out there hot. He out there thinking.
What King David say, man? He hates them with pure hatred, man.
Yeah, I
It's
hate
God.
perfect hatred, man.
God.
And that's why the scripture say, man, seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these things shall fail. And so we know we're not going off the skin color. Was that John 7:24 where it says, judge not according to appearance, but judge righteous judgment. And so if you got somebody that look like a so-called white man, we're not gonna automatically say, oh, you an Edomite, you a devil. No, we ain't gonna do that. We're gonna judge according to appearance, man. We're gonna judge righteous judgment. We're gonna ask you certain questions, you know. And sometimes we'll slip up like last week. Well, I said Esau eating the so-called white man. We had this Edomite that was standing right next to the camera. He got mad. that right there was the Edomite, you know, without even speaking. And so we're not going off of skin color, man. I mean, these fucking coon ass Jakes be saying that shit. They get on my damn nerves with that shit, man.
And so they called division. I heard other camps say they can't roll Great Millstone. Great Millstone got white boys in their camp. That's you on the low understanding.
And them the same Jake that say that all 12 tribes is all black. I know that shit. I do the thing, yeah.
You got IUSPK. I think they all black. They only black only Israelites.
Right.
Well, they're the same Israelite camp that have a unity camp and have all different doctrines and shit.
God, that's crazy, right there.
Another division.
Yes.
You gonna have a unity camp, and by the end of it, you're gonna get the banging.
That's the spirit. I had the precept pulled up for you right there. I had it already. Amos 3 and 3.
Yeah, I had it too. That's the spirit. I had it too. You can bring it out though.
God, this you break it down. I guess Amos 3 and 3, and it said, "Can two walk together except they be agreed?"
Ooh, hey, the best example I seen that the Octa said right there. We seen camps have unity camps with different doctrines. Hey, Fopi, who was that? Fopi's current got into a fight. Remember that? Because they had the different doctrines fighting over MOTV, and dude got lumped up. I said two can't walk together unless you agreed. I can't be, you know, I'm following the teachers of Apostle Elder Great Mill, so I said the MOTV is the micro CHIP, and then you and IUIC saying, nah, it's Jesus Christ or it's sin.
So you'll have a sincere brother fucked up. He gonna ask the question in this unity camp, and y'all got different answers. Like, hey man, what's this? And you say this, and they be like, nah, it's this, it's that. Like, all y'all together saying different things, and what the fuck am I supposed to do? You didn't turn that sheep away.
Yeah, he gonna just throw it all away,
like
you know.
Y'all on bullshit.
Yeah, so I can't. That's how I had another argument. Like, why y'all don't do unity camps with other camps? I had to tell that Jake, like, bro, that's not wild. It's stupid.
Right.
Because everybody don't believe that the MOTB is the micro CHIP. So I can't do a unity camp with somebody watching for Israel or somebody with sons of Jacob.
Right.
You can't do it because with that precept right there, we don't agree.
I can't
so we can't walk together.
I can't do a unity camp with somebody who think that the Most High really didn't. I mean, the Yahweh Shai didn't do real miracles. And that'll make me slap that guy right there.
Man.
And Shalom to Hope, Grace, and Mercy. You know all about that camp. Hey, one body in wickedness.
Yeah, God.
Don't say, hey, that camp wax is bad too, man. They done dropped the name, said he didn't do no miracles. So to me, that's pulling your faith away. What else did they say? Man, they said a lot of crazy things lately, man, coming from that camp. They might be one of the worst camps in Israel. I'm just saying the stuff they saying, like, and it's like they waxing worse. Like he said, dude to the bad. It's like he doing it on purpose. Mm-hmm. You know, he purposely killing their whole doctrine, man.
For contention and strife.
Mm-hmm.
He wants somebody to say something about his doctrine.
And then Apostle Paul broke it down perfectly right here in 2 Corinthians chapter 6. I'm gonna start at verse 14, and it said, "Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship have with righteousness with unrighteousness, and what communion have light with darkness? And what concord have with Hamashiach with Bala? And what part hath he that believe with an infidel? And what agreement hath the temple of the Most High with idols? For ye are the temple of the living power, as Yahweh Yahushua has said, I will dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their power, and they shall be my people."
Ooh, I like that. That kind of full circle right there we just talked about right there, man. Can't be unequally yoked with somebody that's not a believer. That's why I don't see how brothers can make it with females who don't believe in the truth.
Yeah.
You know, because you might be saying, I'm about to do this, don't get a chicken no pork. And she might say, we eat pork in this house, I'm doing it anyway.
Right.
You know, that's a lack of order right there. And like, a lot of us got relationships with women before we got in the truth. The Lord's busting that up because he said she ain't right. So he's going to put you in the atmosphere to where you need to be somewhere else. I don't want you lumped up with this chick. She's really an unbeliever. Whether she's trying or she's just acting, you know, pretending to be in the truth. A lot of these women pretend to be in the truth. It's a fad. You know, we looking powerful out here, you know, but they really don't fully believe in it. They look at it as the new movement, you know, the new wave.
You brought down in that precept right here, 2 Corinthians 6 and 17. "Wherefore come out from among them, and be ye separate, said the Lord Yahweh Yahushua, touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you."
Ooh, they said touch not the unclean thing. That's Esau, man. Esau's the unclean thing. He's the pig. He's the profane and the defecation. You know, the degenerate. And so Jake, when you look at Jake has like took on all of Esau's philosophy. That's why your average Eve got blonde wigs, long witch nails, big old eyelashes, stuff like this. You know, she really has the spirit. That's why a lot of us can't get along with our women. Because we done cleaned our act up, renewed our mind. We eat, eating the roll, getting the living waters.
Yeah.
We're in the truth. She's not doing that.
And the fact that we're cleaning our act up, it basically put us in that spirit of hating Esau. And all of our 2/3 Jake, they still got the spirit of Esau Edom on them. So therefore, they're gonna put us at odds with them. And just like Akadar Shahan just mentioned what King David said, I hate them with perfect hate. So that's why we're gonna be at division with one another.
So a lot of relationships gonna get busted up. Sisters gonna separate. Sincere sisters gonna separate, get to righteous brothers, because that's the Lord's makeup. Brothers who got with chicks in the world, their relationship gonna dissolve, and they gonna get the Isaiah 4:1 gonna come into play. Because the Lord, He's rearranging everything right now. I see everybody getting put in their lots right now. Everybody getting their lots. Like if you was learning the truth, but you in the congregation of 2/3, in a minute the Lord gonna make it where you're not in that congregation no more. As you continue your walk, He gonna make it where you walk away from them. Because when all hell break loose, you don't want to be in the house with a bunch of 2/3, man. Because they don't believe in Yahweh Shah. They not gonna be rolling on faith, especially like the 2/3 that got guns. Lights go off, something go bad, man. Pookie might loud.
Because we could walk while we expecting it.
We gonna eat it.
Because while we expecting it, what is the things that gonna come on us, we gonna endure. But what Sirach 2:1 says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. And so when we see that temptation come upon us, we not gonna make, the very next verse is that make not haste in the time of trouble. We're not gonna make haste. And so you being around the 2/3, they're gonna make haste in the time of trouble. That's that separation again, Because when the time of trouble comes, just like this time when we had that Jericho win about a couple of weeks back, all of these 2/3 niggas was bugging out, man.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't know what to do. Some of these dudes, they fighting over gas, shit like that, man. Us, we was calm in that situation, man. As the scripture said, make not hate in the time of trouble and constantly endure, And so you read on in Sirach chapter 2, that's a beautiful chapter to read, man.
I almost seen a Jake murder at my job when that black guy went.
Man.
Yeah, Jake was so pissed off. The other Jake, he like a clown. He like to clown and brag.
Right.
He didn't know that old Jake wasn't in the mood for that. The power went off. He was not in the mood, man.
And that Jake that likes to clown around, had he known, because what the scripture say, be sober, be vigilant.
Yeah, he
wasn't he wasn't level. He didn't have that. He didn't use that level head or use discernment enough to recognize. And hell, pay attention. Everybody that had lights go out, man. You should have known off top not to be going to work joking around. That man, come on, man.
People outside fighting over ice, and you over there joking at the job.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. That's being not unaware right there, man. That's why the scripture 1 Peter 5:8, be sober, be vigilant, right? Sober means going into your being level-headed. Be vigilant, meaning being on your watch. Because the devil, your adversary, as a roaring lion walking about seeking whom he may devour. That day could have got devoured that day, man.
Yeah, I got one. This is Romans 16:17. Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause division and offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them.
Man,
that goes to another camps.
Yep.
A brother that's in the camp follow the teachers, and all of a sudden you get a wild hair and want to teach something different. Stuff I done heard. We only supposed to mess with Israelite women. We can't mess with other women. He done cause division in the whole body.
Right.
He going different what we learned. Or they might wake up and say MOTP is not the micro CHIP. It's a spiritual mark. He done caused offense, man. He caused division right there. He might be a brother that got like 1,000 followers, but he done took about 1,000 people with him, and they all about to go off because he going or say we in a new covenant.
Right.
They got that wave going. Brothers in the truth, all of a sudden they popped up, we in a new covenant. I'm like, man, no, we is not, man. That's where y'all get that ridiculousness from. But they got a lot of followers though.
Yep.
So that's division in Israel. And so that's why certain brothers mark them like he causing division. You dividing the sheep. That's why just because you in the truth don't mean you made it yet. You got to endure to the end. And it's gonna be y'all about to chop stuff up. You're gonna be chopping numbers off. You out. Bring this in, bring that in. It's a bunch of adding and subtracting.
Like that scripture said, the Lord putting people in the devil's putting people in sifters.
God.
Sifting people out.
God.
And see that's a beautiful thing, because you just mentioned a brother on the common board that just left that WFI because of the mark of the beast thing, right?
He left one body in your house.
One body in your house.
Right now, one body. Yeah, he left one body.
I thought you were talking about that brother that left WFI, but either way, it's still because that's why we always follow GMS, because they marking those group and they telling them they quoting the scripture. And now, if nobody would have been doing their job, Mark goes into Scapeo. If GMX wouldn't have been doing their job, they probably still would have been in those wicked ass camps right there. And that's the reason why the hopefully let brothers are coming up out of those camps too. That's that's a beautiful thing too.
There's a lot of brothers coming back, like you said, Washington Israel. They lost a whole group over the micro CHIP, and they started teaching Apostle Elders. Hope, Grace, and Mercy was online. He was in one body. He got out of there. I really enjoyed the lesson he did on one body, so I got to get the inside look at how it operates. I never liked it. And the stuff he told me, I'm like, oh, no. They more got like a military stance. And he told us too, the dude that started one body came from IUIC. I said, oh, no wonder they operate like this. They're offshoot of IUIC. The IUIC is horrible. IUIC, I watched the lesson this morning, but one of they dudes trying to say that we not Hebrews. We just Israelites. I'm like, bro, it tell you that in the word, like, I'm looking like, how y'all just waxing so bad? So everything is they just waxing worse, which create more division. That's so the brothers in that group can see that, like, and leave out it like Sakari. Remember he said the book of Hebrews ain't the word no more. We're not using Hebrews.
Yeah, well, one of those. The Bible is not the word of God, but the word of God is contained within the Bible.
Yep, deacon, his second in command. Yeah, man, that dude go off majorly saying some dumb stuff. That's the division right there. And his thing is, I noticed he wanted to be Apostle Tahar. That's division. Because Alazar used to be in Great Millstone.
Right.
I remember Apostle Tahar, the Apostle Tahar did a lesson on that. Said that Alazar is one of his best students, man. Knew the scriptures, knew the word, which he do know it.
Yeah.
You can see it.
Yeah.
But you can tell he had that nigga spirit. He want money. And he got jealous of Apostle Tahar. He wanted to be the leader of Israel. Now, knowing you got to, this is a seniority thing, man. You got to pay your dues. Apostle Tahar been doing this for 40, 50 years plus. You can't just be up over him and throw his experience out.
They got a lot of nerve. He wouldn't go to Esau company like that and do that shit.
Yeah, but he want to do it with Jake. Want to leapfrog Jake. And that's because he wanted to merchandise the truth, which is doing that now. They got logos. They got a college, rap, reality TV show, music.
Right, yeah.
He wanted, and then like I noticed the Apostle ain't about that. They want to keep the word pure. We ain't got no logo. Ain't no we all make matching garments. We all look like, a unified Power Ranger group or a military. No, it's not about that.
That's why we follow him so heavy, man. Because it's like we about unity, but in mind, body, and spirit. That's what we about, man.
Yeah, the doctrine, man. We following the straight gate. That's why we get them double honors. They are worthy of it. Because they could have went and got that check like Nate did.
Right.
They could have easily went and got that. They know more than he do. They chose to, give Esau the middle finger. And that's spiritual mix. They're gonna most likely do the same thing the chip come.
Man, they stay holy, man.
Separate. And that's the example for us to follow. We seeing all the things they went through. Esau came with the blank check. They turned it down. We gotta do the same thing as well. We might get so good. Esau might come to toss it like, hey man, I need y'all to teach this. If you do that, hey, I'll give you about $100,000 every month. You gotta be able to say no to that.
You gotta pull that domino rule. You know how when we play domino, all money ain't good money.
All money ain't good money. You gotta skip it, man. Keep the domino. You're right.
That $100,000 money gonna turn to $100,000 digital credit.
Man,
hey, micro CHIP, and then your work. It ruins your work.
Yep.
Because like, for you to receive that money, you gotta teach a lie. That puts gall in your mouth. Right. You ain't gonna get on no chair like that. Yep. And then like the Lord know what you did. Like you purposely scattered the flock for some money for Esau.
We seeking that 144,000 status. You definitely can't have no gall in your mouth with that.
Exactly. So we tell Esau, man, get out of here with that, man. That's how Esau called division. He come in, he infiltrate, he come out with money.
Right.
They did it with the Black Panthers. They did it right here with the Hebrew Israelites. It's always that money. And it's create division. A lot of camps bang on. Some camps I know how they do is bang on other camps. All they left is Apostle Hard, this and that.
Yeah,
this and that.
About the new company old bug out there.
Yeah, all these little new, these new, man, all they do is come against other camps, man. Nothing but division.
Hey, we supposed to be edifying the body. What Yahweh Shah said? He told Peter, if you love me, feed my sheep. And you making videos about, slanderous videos about Elder Apostle Tahar, and member of the great millstone and shit like that, man.
Because you got sliced off. He broke off the branch. You got divided.
Yeah.
He got broke off because his spirit was bad. And instead of him humbling himself to get back on the men's, they go into a whole tirade and they whole mental turn to them but hate for the apostles and elders.
And see, and that I like it. It's beautiful what you said because he said he got sliced off that brick. And what you how about you y'all shot say about that, man? Any man that bears not good fruit is cast down and thrown into the fire. It's hewn down and thrown into the fire. What's that? Matthew 3:10. You got another one in Matthew the 7th chapter, so on and so forth, man.
When you fall off, you wither, man. That's why we clinging hard to the tree, which is Yahweh Shah. You know, so we get that book of life, man. So we get that crown. You can't. Then, like I said, like you got a lot of people might get in your ear. We had a brother fall out, remember? And I think he was on me trying to get me to go that route.
Yep.
And I was like, nah, I ain't going that route, man. That was the vision. He was trying to rile up brothers to his cause. Brothers, apostle, elders, you all in my ear, man. They ain't this and that. You need to go this and that. Let me show you in the new covenant. And I wasn't rolling with it, man. Like, nah, man. I'm about to stay. I'm not about to throw rocks at the house I learned from at the end. That's retarded.
You barely see him now. Like I ain't even seen no lessons from him. But he probably still be doing lessons. But hell, I ain't been seeing him.
They still do it. It's all over the place.
Yeah.
That's division right there. Division in Israel, and it's division in Esau. You know, it's division with all the nations right now. I know it's starting to be division with Moab. Moab's children starting to get tainted with Babylonian customs, and Moab looking like we don't do that. You about to ruin the business. Young was like, I'm about to jump on some BBC. And, oh yeah, I might do a lesson on that. I seen they got Moab getting fake stuff and being a thought too. Moab got the nails now. I'm like, God damn, this thing so influential. Shit, Ling turned into a thought. Bro, you can't be in Bow on the Great. You gotta be strong, man.
Ling don't even wear them long little Chinese dresses no more, huh?
Nah, she out there like a straight thought, got the nails.
She saying that with the Middle Eastern ladies too. They taking out their little hijab,
Yeah,
and putting their spandex on, and got their nails and shit done and everything.
Right on OnlyFans.
Yep.
Hey.
You know, it's the vision. And see, Ishmael, this woman used to be tight. This woman better not take off her hijab or look up or be walking too close to him. You know, they was in check. They ain't got the Babylon the Great, which is sitting in confusion. There's confusion. And, you know, it placates the women's nature. I know that. It's just like that tree of right and wrong, that knowledge, that tree. Because it's very appealing to a woman. So you'll see this woman on OnlyFans making $2 million a day, you know, being a straight thought. And the temptation is so strong, she's going to take off her hijab, she's going to do it too. And then she make the money, she's going to say, I make more money than you. You ain't nothing. I don't need a man. She's going to hop in that feminism way.
That's that Eve and that serpent all over again. Inviting rotation right there.
Yeah, she hop on that wave. I don't need no man. I got racks on deck, and she on the clock carousel, and she's gone, man. And then the place going to break down. She's going to try to scramble and run back. It's going to be too late. You know? Oh, Muhammad done got 3 other wives since you left. You out. You gonna be like Esau, you gonna be like Esau. You know? And as I say, you right to sisters, man. I gotta fight to stay righteous because everything is placated to them.
The Ishmaelite turned around, you said Muhammad.
How you say?
That motherfucker turned around.
They could have started division right there. You know, oh, you talking about my God?
Yeah.
What you talking about?
Get his bomb and shit.
Yeah, started division right there. I said, you got a lot of Jakes that's more. They worship Muhammad. You try to tell me Hebrew Israelite, he might fight you. You like, that's Muhammad. You know, you worshiping the white man. That's Jesus. You try to explain to him, he ain't gonna get it. He for Muhammad. He Islam. I know a lot of Jakes that's in the nation of Islam. I don't know. You go to jail, it's like a rite of passage.
Yeah.
You go to jail, you come out, he in Islam.
Yep.
I'm like, what the heck?
They do that for protection, though.
Because they do it for protection.
Yeah.
I don't know. They go in, come out, he Islam. He a whole more.
That's just like joining any other gang.
Yeah.
But most people that's in Islam, they don't realize that they came out the Catholic Church. They created Islam. Because they needed to take over, you know, the Holy Land. You know, the Edomites knew you can't go down there by themselves. So and they didn't want Ishmael to really be into the truth. Because Ishmael, they almost got the truth. They lived the closest. What they used to before, like you said, they didn't change up. But they used to live closest to the actual way the word is. So what they did was they created, you know, a God, because Ishmael didn't go for, you know, white Jesus. We know he ain't white. So they had to give them a God that looked like them. And once they got that, they was all for it.
Okay. That wasn't but a psyop tactic.
Yeah,
to
that's
infiltrate
why they in Mecca they do that little thing around
the Kaaba.
that Kaaba, that black square.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same thing the small hats be wearing. It's the same exact thing.
You're right.
It's all
They
Saturn
wear their
worship.
little small
Yeah.
hat. What got a yarmulke or something like that?
No. You ever seen where they had a little block on their head? It's still Jewish people, but they wore like that little block on their head. I don't know what they call it.
Yeah, I always just seen them little hats.
No. This is like the shit they tie to the front of their head and stick out. It's a black cube.
Okay, that's what's in the Kaaba is a black rock.
Yeah.
So like so y'all worship a black rock. Get the heck out of there. They got
and that's the part of the curse right there, man. Because he said, you shall worship other God, even wood and stone. Luke, you paraphrasing in Deuteronomy.
Yeah. But not going to grandma's house to take her white Jesus off.
Yeah, God.
Hey, you take grandma white Jesus. Hey, it's war right there. That's the vision right there.
Yeah.
Grandma say it's white Jesus. I come and tell her like, nah, he brown. She gonna tell you in a hate coat. You in a hate. I don't know what happened. You used to be so sweet. Now y'all messed up in a coat.
Woe to them that call evil good and good evil.
Exactly. Yeah, you know, like grandma.
Again, it's bitter for us to see that white boy Jesus Christ.
Take that picture off the wall if you want to and see what happens. Man, grandma blood pressure gonna go up.
Hey, she ain't gonna need her walking no more.
Hey, it's just a walking.
God.
All of a sudden, she walking. Her back straight up and everything.
But here's the thing, though. The truth hitting so hard. I've been hearing from other Jakes. They people like they starting to say like, yeah, he wasn't white, he was brown. Like I had an Eve tell me, her mama done finally admitted that yeah, it wasn't a white man, it was a brown man. She's like, I never thought my mama would say that. I never. Her mama said we Hebrew Israelites. She finally said it. She said I never thought my mama would say that. So it let me know the whole. The floor of Yashrala is raising up because the whole collect is raising the whole vibration of Yashrala up. To where I don't think, well, I know 2/3 still won't come into the truth, but they'll know Esau's plan though.
Yeah.
That's why I see now I say every hand should be upon the wicked. It's like we watched that movie, they clone Tyrone. Mm-hmm. The truth coming out so hard that even the nigga Jake gonna go attack Esau. Cause they gonna have the knowledge like, oh yeah, that's it. I seen that in my own family. They starting to figure something like, oh, but what the hell y'all been reading? Y'all been researching? I've been telling y'all this. Now they all like, man. Some of them, they ain't even hung about. They like, man, tell you was right. I looked into it, and yeah, this and that. So we got a lot of division. It's gonna be there, but the division is gonna be against Esau, Edom.
Man, I was just listening to a lesson yesterday, man. A brother from his page, the GMS Spiritual War. I don't know his actual Hebrew name, but I know he did a lesson talk about that Jew to do. And he said his cousin actually came and mentioned him that he was white. He was white for trying to tell his family to not take him. Yeah, so that spirit is going heavy throughout the nation of Israel, man.
Yeah, real heavy, man.
We closest to the Lord,
right?
And they start.
They check it out,
Lord coming back,
right.
Oh, that right there.
Yeah.
I haven't really seen that. That's something new right there.
Yeah.
I always seen they got the little how they get the cap in the head. Obviously, that they may do that. They be worshiping at the Kaaba. What is that? 10:5.
Yeah, that Deuteronomy 28. What they say? They basically worshiping a rock, right? Basically, like a black rock.
It's a black rock.
Yeah.
It's called a phylactery.
It's got a what?
A phylactery.
A phylactery. It's like what they say it came from the moon or something like that.
Yeah. It says they are a set of small black leather boxes with leather straps containing scrolls of parchment inscribed with verses from the Torah. I didn't know that part about it though. It's called a black cube.
Yeah.
And that's the part of the curses right there with that Deuteronomy 28 and 64. And it says, the Lord Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth even unto the other. We're going back into what we said earlier. We're not going off the skin color. We're telling you that the salvation for the nation of Israel. Anyway, and it says, and thou shalt serve other gods, which neither nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. And so you got one group, that's that division right there. You got one set of 2/3, they the white boy Jesus Christ who basically hung up on wood, a cross, and then you got the other set who basically will go to prison. They come out of Islam, they worship in the stone, they black rock.
That's why he took the Moors down. Because the Moors, they was Islam.
Right.
You know, they was up there for like 1,000 years while Esau was in the cave. And the Most High had to bring Esau out the cave to bring them down because they was going off.
And the Moors, I thought that they trained Esau up. That's why Esau got all the knowledge.
Yep.
How to sail and get here and all of that. Esau got everything basically off the back of the Moors. The Moors taught Esau how to wash up and bathe. Esau's in the cave like a caveman, crawling around eating bugs and stuff. Ooga booga. You know, the Moors had to civilize them, and then Esau paid them back, you know, in Edomite fashion. Stab you in the back and then tell everybody I came over with this, I did this. I'm the standard.
And that's what we talking about.
Y'all savages. I'm the smart one. I'm the genius.
What was that? We
just
talking
in the
about
cave, eating bugs off each other.
Using a skull for a cup.
Yeah, God.
His grandmother's skull.
Hey, Iron his sister. You know? I'm gonna bring this right here. This Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 17 and 17. For in the division of the nations of the whole earth, he set a rule. Cut. Mosiah said Israel is his portion, man. He don't care about Ishmael, the Arabs. He don't care about Africans, your Hamites. He don't care about Esau, your Edomites, the so-called white man. Ammon, Moab. The Mosiah does not care about these other nations. The only nation he cares about is Yasharallah, and that's division. That's why you go to Psalms chapter 83, why the other nations didn't like us. They knew who we was. We don't know who we are. These other nations know who we are. So they said, what? You're going to bash down, make sure the name of Israel is no more. So for us to claim Israel, Yasharallah in this day and age, let's know like, oh, shoot. Oh, he coming. I can't believe it. Man, they probably talking to each other like, man, they coming themselves Israelites again. Man, what you going to do about that?
They know they're going to get destroyed. They touched the apple of the Lord's eye.
God. It's the vision of the nation. You got to look at, I know these other nations, Esau is the most hated nation on the planet right now. Ham used to kiss Esau butt. Putin got mad. All the Hamites, the Africans, they all gathered up to get in the BRICS nation. They about to slam on Babylon the Great. Ishmael don't like Edomites. Moab don't like Edomites. Ammon, Elam. They say everybody about to come up against Esau, man. And it's so divided. Even Esau about to come against Esau, like you read in the scripture earlier. Because Putin, Russia, those are Edomites. They don't like American Edomites. So that's division right there.
Seen a little bit of that in the 1-9 situation with them Black Lives Matter and Antifa. There was a lot of Esau riding mixed in with Jake doing that. Esau shit.
There's a lot of Edomites in Black Lives Matter. They fighting with Antifa, another group of Edomites, and they all back. They was fighting harder than Jake. They was standing back watching them fight. I'm like, dang, you know. So let me know we at the end, man.
Damn, they just had a summit with Putin.
That's what I was talking about earlier. Yeah, they about to get in the BRICS nation.
Yeah, 20 nations.
Yeah, they all against Babylon the Great. They all agreeing to drop the dollar, and they're gonna get the digital ruby that's about to come out. Ruble.
Yeah, and he said that they giving them like Americans 7 days to get out their country. You going to the penitentiary.
I seen that. hey, that's war talk. Ain't that when that happened? Ain't that usually was about to be war when they tell the embassies and the ambassadors to get out?
Yeah.
They got what? They say 72 hours.
Yeah, no, he said 7 days.
They got a week. Hey man, that means they about to make a move.
And there was another country I can't remember, but it was a leader that the Esau put in, a little puppet.
Yeah.
And they had a coup. And the military came in and told dude, you got like till Monday. It was, I think he said they had like 48 hours to show us where all this missing money is at, or you getting the firing squad.
I think it's Bangladesh. I think I seen that on Wire.
That nigga was looking nervous in the motherfucker. I was like, damn, I'll be Kuta Kinte next time they see me. I'll be bouncing.
He over here sweating.
That's how he had a little thing. He was, oh shit. Because he was giving a speech, and I guess it hit him. They must have, because it was, like the camera's facing them. You don't know what they was doing in the crowd. They probably was loading guns up in the crowd. They motherfuckers was, oh, I gotta account for the money.
Yeah,
48 hours.
It's going down. I'm loving it too, man.
That nigga was nervous. He was like he was going to the church. He was sweating his ass off.
I love it, man. Households about to get divided up. Family about to get divided. Friends. It's gonna be a lot of division, man. That's all the works and power behind Bashar Shah. Because he want to separate the clean with the clean and the unclean with the unclean. It's like when you cleaning something up, first thing you do is separation. Okay, these is whites. Okay, these is dirty over here. This real dirt. I'm watching by itself. You know, shoes over here.
With the color clothes, with the
Color clothes. Yeah, that's the Lord doing right now. So you might be in a whole group household like the Lord is rearranging pieces to put the hopeful leg in a position to get salvation, and then you put in the 2/3 position to get judgment. That's what the Lord is doing right now, man. Like a chessboard, moving pieces. Y'all gonna go over. You gonna go over here, be with this. They gonna go over here, get with that. He gonna get beamed up in the chariot at that spot. He over here gonna get gunned down at that spot. You know, the Lord is moving everything around. You know, so we can't be wild at that. Like, I want to hang on to this. Hey, you might have to evaluate this. That's what I said. Go through the evaluation period. Evaluate your relationships, what's going on, what's happening, and you know, use the Lord for that wisdom, not to understand on what you need to do. It's like he moving things around. Things moving fast. You tell the famine is set up. The chaos set up. They are talking about now, telling people on the East Coast to turn their power off, but the grid can't handle it. That's gonna be all division. You know, I'm hot, nigga, blah blah blah. You know, or they might get mad like they got lights over there. We ain't got lights. Hey, Tay, go get your gun. Let's go up in there. You know, rock and sock them. You know,
They get crazy when they get too hot.
exactly. They're gonna act the fool. Esau know that. That's why he's doing that at this time, so that he gets more judgment. Because the more judgment that happens, makes it easier for his military to subdue the people. Less numbers. And the people starting to get unified on one thing, and that's the Esau Edom is the devil. They say division on everything else, but everybody get unified on that accord.
Yeah.
They don't want that movie in the theaters. It's exposing them.
And that's back you proving that Yahweh me outside keeping it common. Because he said I will also destroy those who destroy the earth. And so he's gonna use the people, he gonna use the people, you know, those 2/3 days to help those destroy Esau Edom and his kingdom.
They got one. Isaiah 38:1. In those days was Hezekiah sick unto death, and Isaiah the prophet, the son of Amoz, came unto him and said unto him, Thus saith the Lord, set thine house in order, for thou shalt die and not live. Going back to what Tay was saying, it's time for the hopefully let get your house in order, because when Jacob's trouble comes, you got to be prepared and not be making them, quick decisions like the 2/3 Esau gonna be making in the future.
I love that precept, man. I say get your household in order. Order. You know, you gotta evaluate, man. You dealing with a wicked Eve. They're like Apostle Bar said, agent of chaos. She will take your order away. And she gonna bug out. Stuff get bad anyway, man. So you don't really need to be around that Eve, man. You need to go get your own spot. That way you can get, order. Everything evaluate, get in order, man. And this thing about to get bad. Real bad. I said they're gonna have it where wicked Jacob cut off his sister. You know, she already got to be up under him. Because you know how the scriptures say. But the Lord might have the plans for that Jake no longer want that Eve, and that'd be her chance to go get her a righteous man.
Right.
So she can live like she want to live. You know, you got a lot of Eves that is under a wicked man's vibration. They done learned the truth, but yet they still got to roll with his leadership. His leadership is way off.
Yeah.
You know. So the Lord will get you up out of that.
And that's exactly why we need Jacob's trouble. You know,
God,
Jacob's trouble is going to be able to purge out all of that shit that we're going through right now.
Exactly. Jacob's trouble is a purge of Jacob. You know, which is very well needed, man, with all these little nasty rappers you got. Sukihan and all that stuff coming up, Sexy Red, they need to go. You know, Jacob's trouble can't come fast enough. And see, they make everybody look bad. Like Sukihan was over there in Europe.
Oh, just about to bring that up.
Yeah, making, everybody.
See how that white lady was looking at
they like, God damn, this old boot piece ass, nasty ass chick. She over there. Like, everybody look at that and say, okay, that's how black women are.
Man.
That's how Eve is. So, the bad representation. They're going to have probably little Uzi Vert come back and do stupid stuff in a minute. He going to do it too.
And that's one thing I want to say to, like, you got some of them righteous ass women, the women that actually don't be doing that, don't be out there, but they hang out with females like that.
Mhm.
That's where you gotta separate, man. You can't be involved with that type of female. If you got a chick that go out and be wearing half naked and shit like that, you gotta separate, man. That way nobody will include you in with her match.
Yeah, that's an old saying. Birds on a feather flock together.
Yep.
You don't be associated with that just probably hanging around.
Mhm. So you gotta respect the division.
Yeah.
That's what Jake. A lot of Jake's gonna do that. You know, we family oriented.
Yeah.
You know, all about friends, big network, but you gotta like wise up and respect the division. And y'all shot sitting there, like be making where you can't click up with them, meet up with them, and stuff just happening bad. You trying to make, I trying to get back with the sisterhood and the brothers and all that, and or the niggas around the streets, and it ain't working. That's because he don't want you doing that no more.
And another thing I want to mention is that when you do separate, basically expect affliction to come upon your way. But that's like I mentioned earlier. If thou comes to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. All right, because if you come and serve your how about me outside, that means you have to separate from those 2/3 niggas, right? And those 2/3 niggas are gonna come and bring that affliction on you. You don't be like, oh, you don't hang out with me no more. Or they probably come around and fuck up your shit. You know, those are the things you gotta expect. That's why y'all about to be outside there prepare thy soul for temptation, man. You know, but that comes with the territory when you separate from the wicked ass 2/3 that's in your family member, or you know that used to be in your circle.
Respect the division. You know, respect to get with it. You know, and build up on being holy. So that Lord, when we get on that chariot, the chariot to sit around, them like lifeboats. You know, you don't want. They say in the scriptures, don't let no man take your crown. So you
Right.
don't even know north side nigga logic. He like, oh man, you need to be hitting niggas over the head and getting the money. You're stupid, man. The world ain't ended. They been saying that for years. You still heard. So do your wickedness, man. I'm like, nah, man. They got micro CHIP, got FDA approval. Stuff is happening. You just ain't paying attention. You in the dark. You too busy about trying to make your bag bigger than, little 47 flights bag. And then you want to use me to help, insinuate your wicked enterprise. So y'all more preserve.
Yeah, I got one more, man. But when Barack mentioned, he read the preacher set your house in order. And one of the things you must do is Psalm 119:9, and it said, "Wherewith shall the young man cleanse his way?" And it said, "By taking heed thereto according to thy word." All right, and so that's how you set your house in order. And you got to apply these scriptures, man. These scriptures must be applied, just like the prophet James said, "Be ye doers of the word and not hearers only."
So y'all more preserve. So that being said, man, I hope this is edifying. When you give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Ba'adash.
Kwam Yasharala Wa Baba Ball.
Kwame Yasharala, baby, detail Papa Ball.
Wow, for tuning in.
Yes, hope grace and mercy was on the line.